Abbott Laboratories has been on a downward spiral for 2 years, but the game is changing. The market, once hesitant due to the pandemic's impact, is now seeing signs of a comeback as normalization takes center stage. Stay tuned as we uncover why this shift is the next big thing for Abbott and what it means for your investment journey. Let's get started. Thomas, let's talk about Abbott Laboratories' solid quarter here. It is no surprise that they are beating estimates, but why does the market consistently underestimate their performance? And what makes them stand out from the competition? You had mentioned that they are oversold and overextended. Speak to that.
Yeah, as far as the underestimation, it's hard to say, except that Abbott is just a really solid, stable company with a healthy portfolio of brands and products that are entrenched. It has competition, but the quality of the company and the markets that it's in, its diversification, just help it perform solidly on a quarter-to-quarter basis. Now, that sell-off that you were speaking about is due to the, dare I say it, the COVID cliff. You know, they made tons and tons of money with COVID testing. That testing has really come down over the last 2 years, and that's impacted their growth trajectory. So right now, the point of that article wasn't to expound on how awesome Abbott is, because I think that we've said that plenty of times here on our channel. The point of that article is to point out that the market is oversold, it is overextended, it was ripe for a rebound, and the Q3 results provided a catalyst to start that rebound.
Something else here, Thomas, you say that analysts think the stock is overvalued, at least compared to others in this space, but they still see an upside. So why is it worth overpaying for the stock now?
Yeah, I don't know if they see it as overvalued necessarily, but it is highly valued compared to some competitors like J&J, Johnson & Johnson. The difference with Johnson & Johnson is that it's got more exposure to pharma discovery, so it's kind of got a little bit of a riskier aspect to it. Abbott is more of an established, entrenched company. As for upside, the stock trades below the analyst's lowest price target. So that confirms that it is, at least in their minds, oversold and has a substantial upside potential.
Okay, Thomas, as we know, I am not a chart guru, easy to tell, but nothing looks exciting to me here, to be completely honest. So should we wait for an uptrend to be confirmed, or what are we looking at?
Well, if you want to trade short term with an uptrend, I would wait for the rally to be confirmed. But this is an entry into a buy and hold forever stock. So what we're looking for really is just confirmation of support at the bottom of a price range or at the bottom of a downtrend, so that we can expect some upside over time. The point with Abbott is to build positions slowly over time, incrementally buying shares as they present those value opportunities. And as far as Abbott and its opportunity, I don't think that investors are going to see this yield and value combination in this stock for a long time, if ever again. So let's look at the chart and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, we can see here we hit the peak over in end of 2021. That's all driven by COVID testing. At this point, the market think, the pandemic's over, just about over. Testing sales are going to decline. That's seen in the revenue, and the stock sells off. Since late last year, we hit bottom. We've tested that bottom a few times. And then right here, just before the earnings release, the stock sold off and hit a new low. That new low triggered buying, as you can see in this candle right here. What we have now is a market confirming support at this critical level. What we would want to see now, though, is for the market to continue bouncing, move back up above this critical line, and then possibly retest it again for support before getting really, really bullish on the name. As far as the rest of the chart goes, the indicators are also favorable. The MACD has diverged from the low, which means that there's not a lot of market conviction, sets it up for a rebound. And stochastic also shows oversold and an early bullish crossover, which is consistent with this bottom and the potential for a rebound. So all things considered, the stock is definitely ready for a rebound. The only question now is if the market will follow through and the stock actually does rebound.
Thomas, how about an entry point? I know you like to add systematically to your positions. Is that the play here?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I own Abbott, so this was an opportunity for me. I bought a little bit more. I think that investors who are trying to build positions in income producing stocks would do well to consider this for their portfolios.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in today. As always, we'll keep an eye on this stock and many others right here at MarketBeat. So don't miss out on the latest news. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Please leave us a comment down below. Let us know what you think about the stock. We always love to hear from you. I've linked resources down below for you, of course, so check those out. But if you're looking for something specific, go ahead and let me know. Thanks so much, Thomas. We'll talk soon.
Thanks. See you next time.